And good evening, and welcome to another night in the city of Edessa. Once again, it's almost déjà vu at this point. We find Madeline sitting by herself in her normal spot, reading a book. Ah, two books. This time she has two books and what appears to be a piece of parchment lying on the table. She's just looking at, and one person in the city might recognize it, others would probably not. But at this point, she seems to be quite busy at looking at this. Um, she doesn't. She has, of course, her ghoul as always, but other than that, she doesn't really seem to have very many concerns other than the paper in front of her and certain notes she's taken on the side.
Oh, because of his seneschal, as he always is, making small talk about the general evening and about how they're the only ones who actually know how to get shit done in the city, and basically are just ravishing each other in praise as they perform the ancient variant of a circle jerk and yeah, continue their evening chatter as within Elysium and his golden godlike armor.
Madeline will. She will listen to him, but it's clear that her attention at this point is quite much on this piece of parchment. It's not that she's studying it, it's more that she seems to be in thought, contemplating certain things about this.
As that is happening, Voltage Zura enters into Elysium. Interestingly, today he does not. He's not carrying. Well, he's actually carrying his loot, but he's also carrying with him several large pieces of parchment and a feather and a quill, like feather writing utensil.
Mm.
And as he enters inside, he notices the two sitting in the corner, waves to them, but sits down then at the nearest, well, kind of more isolated table, and just he just begins writing while he sits there. Just
Madeline just gives him a quick look as he enters and just, Volitesh, would you mind coming over here? I just want a moment to speak with you.
yes, I can come over. Voltage, he stands up and he walks over with Madeline.
So, two of us, we saw something or found something, I suppose. Um, have you had a look at it, analyzed it?
Yes, I recently did take a look at it. I found it quite strange, but I think I might have the impression of it with me, and he starts fumbling through his bag. You see there's a large amount of parchment in this bag, you notice, and he does eventually pull out the impression from it, and he offers it to you to look at.
You can see that she has one. She has her own lying on the table at this point. She just smiles at you and says, I'm quite well without it. Would you, these places that are marked here. Would you be willing?
Yeah,
Would you be willing to have a look at one of them at
I
some
could
point?
do that.
It
Yes.
is not a necessity for me, but I was just wondering what this might hold.
Yes, I think I could. I think I could do that.
Hmm. Very
He
good.
just takes a quick look over his paper and puts it back away, grabbing the other one out, and he just sits back down, pulling out the quill, just beginning to write yet again.
Hmm. She nods and gets back to looking at this parchment.
Still all about the same old thing, Madeline.
Well, it is a concern that concerns the city, is it not? She smiles at you.
Alright,
This,
response wavers a little bit. He's not really sure if it does.
well,
It's connected to this woman's disappearance. No, it doesn't necessarily mean it's connected to a citywide threat.
well, it might only be a Malkavian, well, ploy, or curiosity, but regardless, I would want it, well, confirmed or denied, whether it is a problem or not.
Well, I entrust the task to you, I have to admit. It's quite an interesting little mystery. The there's the more pressing matter of Felix Day. You wouldn't happen to have discovered him yet, would you?
No, I am afraid that my contacts are for the things inside the city, and it would seem that him being outside the city is not so easy to. Well, I am quite certain they have taken their precautions. Perhaps we should talk to one of his coterie friends.
Potentially, although it could give us away, and I'm not entirely sure I wish to do that.
As you're talking, a figure turns up at the door, pokes her head around it. Jamalia of Clan Setite will walk into the Elysium and make her way slowly over to the Baron and Sister Madeline and bow to them both. Greetings, Baron. Greetings, Seneschal. How does this night find you?
All the better with you here. It's a very fortunate thing to see you again.
You flatter me. I've come with two pieces of news. Firstly, I plan to be making my leave on this city soon. It is well looked after by my brothers and sisters, and the temple is sure that they can do the job that I was sent to, so I have been reassigned. The other is our brother, Kaltrakas, has not been seen in a few days. He was last seen going to the tournament outside the city. We were wondering if any member of the court knew of his location.
Quick question: how many days has he been missing?
Two, I believe.
2.
Gotta roll them perception, empathy. Manipulation,
Ulrich,
substitution.
no, don't, wait, no, the man's got this.
Suddenly, the Baron screams that in the middle of Elysium.
the Baron is cool as a medieval cucumber.
Just
Voltage has just
go
been
on
sitting
ahead.
here the entire time
Uh,
writing, not paying attention. I find that quite funny.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oracle stay quite happily, and also, such a party pooper. He wanted to brutally bond this man, but unfortunately, he can't. Maybe next year. Yes, he took part in the tournament and fell in battle to the point where he could not be roused from torpor. We have him well kept, but we could not find your temple to return him to his clanmates, but we can achieve him for you if you wish for a specific place and time.
That would be appreciated, Baron.
Of course.
He's one of ours, and we would like to deal with him in our own way. I hope and did not embarrass himself upon the field of battle.
He fought well, although he took a bit of a nasty blow to the head. Needless to say, though, I think I might prefer this. I don't necessarily like having proverbial skeletons in my closet.
Why? It should be known that he did not scare away from a fight, even though they were, two fighters, quite formidable fighters of Rome. So he has nothing to be embarrassed about. He was quite brave.
The warriors are our protectors. They do not fear death, only the absence of duty. It warms me to know that he conducted himself with honor in front of our Baron.
Was quite a show. A shame not more could make it. Even the former champion from the prior tournament was brought down. Reinhard. Constantinople seems to have quite the soldier count.
Indeed they do.
Beware the dream, Baron. They are everything that people say of my clan. People say we are snakes, that our smiles held fangs. I hope you are coming to realize that this is not true. But that does not mean there are not snakes in the world. Constantinople has grown powerful. The dream and Michael control many baronies. This was not all through altruism. Just the words of an old lady, helping out how I can.
Ulrich nods and says, I'll take it into account. You've been most good for this city. It'll be a shame to see you leave.
Don't worry, you'll be in good hands with the rest of them. My sister and 2 brothers. They have been instructed to follow the codes that we have set down and to abide by the agreements we have come between us. The temple seeks only to serve and to protect.
Nods again, just calmly soaking this all in.
Besides, I'm sure you will not miss me. I see so many new faces in the city. And with this, she will lightly caress Voltage's shoulder. And smile
All of a
at him
sudden, while Voltage not paying attention to his surroundings whatsoever, just deep in thought and writing, just all of a sudden you hear him go, "Huh!" And he turns finally to look up at this woman, and he is immediately taken aback by her appearance, and especially her hair. Like, he's never seen someone who dresses in such a way, and he's very confused that what's going on. Huh? Huh? Kind of making strange grunting noises, like, and then realizes.
Ulrich just kind of mutters, "Is this what the worlds do to a man?" And just kind of sighs and rolls his eyes a little bit.
Sorry, child. I didn't mean to startle you.
No apologies necessary. Just that happens a lot when I am too infatuated in my writing.
A scholar.
Hmm?
A scholar.
A poet, actually.
Poet. Would you sing a poem to me? Even the start of one.
Voltage thinks for a moment, and actually have a prop for this. So let me just go grab it, because this will be very good. Be right back.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's what the Barons are going to call Voltage from now on. Shamali are accomplishing major things even as she leaves.
Mildly mocking nicknames.
Yeah, that's kind of why I want her around. Just give everyone. She gives everyone the titles. And Orsini shall be called Annoying Venetian Man.
Where's that?
But yeah, by the way, that whole Wiles comment was hearable by the room. That wasn't muttered, but it wasn't exactly inaudible. He did seem like a little bit annoyed at Morse's just jumping in such an adverse reaction for what he perceives to be no reason, personally.
Jumalia doesn't. She doesn't. After the entire topic of Kaldrakis has been talked about and sorted with, or dealt with, does she linger, or does she just stand around and...
She will linger for the poem if she is to be read one. But aside from that, she will then leave.
Madeline will quickly just ask, Jumalia, one moment. Tell me, the Red Man, what do you know of him? I know you have not been here too long, but do you know anything else than what all of us do?
You are a curious soul, Madeline. You look in dark places for dark answers. Do you not worry sometimes of what you may find when you look in these dark places?
Most likely very dark things, as you say, and yes, I do worry quite a bit, but well,
I do not know much about the Red Man. From what Santiago and Hesperos told me, he's very old, very unpredictable, and, as is usual for his clan, quite mad.
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry, I'm just not wearing the headset for this
Just
because of what I. You're gonna love this.
Just one sec, we're just doing a conversation.
but well,
Krwi, krwi, krwi! Krzyczał pan Zagloba na widok trupa pana podbipięty. Krwi zawrzasnęła z baraska załoga, a Litwin chwiał się do belek przybity. Święty Sebastian strzałami przeszyty, słodki, niewinny, cichy, obojętny. Rycerz bez skazy, co jak smok gruchotał czerń. Co jest czerń? Dzisiaj nie ma czerni. Na jasnej twarzy ślad grotu i cnota, której się Longin radośnie wyspyłby po tym, jak jednym ciosem zerwał szyłby ludzi, o których wierzył, że niewierni. Lecz przecież krew ta jest tak miła Bogu, że zaraz kreskę w niebieskim rejestrze zarabiał szlachcic, siekąc tępych wrogów, co tylko po to wchodzili w granice słabej, lecz wiecznej Rzeczypospolitej, aby się mogła na ich trupach wesprzeć. Kiedy Zagloba pił miód, nie dla chamów, picie to było inne niż pochuna. Oryłka, beczka dziegciu, wymiar stanu nieszczęśliwego, dzielnego kozaka, co śmiał kniaziównę kochać, zawadiaka, cham, co boskiego się nie zląkł, pioruna. I na paliki zaostrzone, świeżo, gładko nizali się stron cierpiętnicy. Król płakał, modlił się, głęboko wierząc, że hekatomba historię oczyści. Jak wiatr las czyści ze szczerniałych liści, by pole bitwy gniło dla winnicy. Krwi, krwi, krwi! Krzyczał pan Zagloba i krew się lała sprawiedliwie, szczodrze. Lecz pan Longinus, rycerstwa ozdoba, nie mógł pozornych triumfów być już świadkiem. Grymasem śmierci, dając znać ukradkiem, że wie zbyt wiele, by było mu dobrze. Krwi, krwi, krwi! Krzyczał pan Zagloba i krew się lała sprawiedliwie, szczodrze. Lecz pan Longinus, rycerstwa ozdoba, nie mógł pozornych triumfów być już świadkiem. Grymasem śmierci dając znać ukradkiem, że wie zbyt wiele, by było mu dobrze.
Jamalia applauds at the end of your performance and looks around to see people's reactions.
You will note. Oh, sorry. You will notice that Madeline will actually just sit there, and she seems to smile, and she just takes in the performance, and doesn't say anything as Voltage stop or ends his performance. He just sits there and begins to clap. But she just smiles. She doesn't say anything to Voltage. She just smiles and just very lightly just nods and just smiles.
Voltage just smiles back at his small audience in the room. By the way, did any of the servants turn an eye to this while I was playing?
I think almost certainly, yes.
I say thank you.
Yeah. Jamalia will thank you.
It is no problem.
If your concentration and your poetry leads to such beautiful music, then I will not startle you again.
It is no problem that you startled me. I'm very easy to startle, to say the least. Voltage just continues to act very humble, and he goes back to sitting quietly and continues writing, lute at his side.
And Jamalia will look at Madeline. I appreciate your curiosity, Sister Madeline. But I know I don't think any more than you do. I know enough to know that if you look too hard into the darkness, you may find things that you'll regret.
Well, it is true. I have looked quite a lot into darkness. I have actually would say, quite a lot of experience in that particular field, but alas, I have to believe that very few in this city and in this part of the world knows quietly this red man, but I appreciate your kind words and your wise words, but it is a concern for the city. Besides, the reason I ask is that I found him in a state where he was quite normal, I suppose you could say. Cordial, polite, well-dressed, acting like any one of us, with very great politeness. And I saw him spill blood over himself to become this red man.
Who knows why those cursed by the gods do such things? He's an old and powerful creature. I'm sure he has wisdom that we do not possess. And maybe in his infinite wisdom he thinks how he acts is the wisest way. I do not know. So I'm sorry, Sister Madeline. For all the help you've given me, I cannot answer this question.
It is quite alright. Well, no one requires you to give an answer. I am merely curious, but
With that, I think sorry.
You have never seen him, well, in another state than his, well, normal red man state.
I've only ever seen him try 2 times. And both times he was, as you know him, head to toe in blood, acting like a lunatic.
Very well. Well, thank you, Jamalia. I appreciate it.
I'll be taking my leave now, Baron. I'll be leaving in the morning, I hope.
Of course. Have a safe trip.
I hope the rest of my clan serves you, as they should. I'm sure they will. And thank you, poet.
I look up from my writing. It is no trouble. Have a safe journey.
And she will smile, and she will walk out the door. Can everyone make me a perception alertness roll, please?
Perception.
Wow, okay.
Let me find perception alertness.
I add my status to this roll. No, Auric knows what's going on.
I don't notice a thing. Mm-mm.
I just wrapped up in this
one
performance.
I got
Caffeine. No, I'm not doing an encore.
As you watch Jamalia walk out the front door, you see a movement in the corner of your eye, Baron Ulrich from upstairs. Something seems slightly off about it, slightly like a servant wouldn't move in such a way. It is a kind of darting movement.
Auric will walk up the steps and say, "Oh, please join the party."
There doesn't appear to be anybody there.
At this point, I look up to see Baron Ulrich doing this, and I'm slightly confused by this. I'm trying to move my head in such a way to see if there's somebody else up there.
Yeah,
So
Auric just heads in the direction of where the darting movement was.
So it was kind of on one of the upstairs balcony, the kind of corridor, basically the kind of pathway that leads to the actual balcony that's in front of the Elysium.
Alright, Auric's gonna have to go around then, if he wants to do that, because he's in the main plaza and there are steps up there, so you have to walk around. Which he'll do, because he's like, that's weird, obviously. And he knows that there's already been a lackey in here once. The thought kind of strikes him. There better not be another dumbass of a portal.
Did Madeline spot anything with one success?
No. As I'm comparing.
We are seeing the Baron doing this, right?
You are seeing the Baron just wander off or like speak to somebody upstairs.
Just
We'll
after.
give a look and just she's about to say something to the Baron, but thinks less of it.
Well, Auric's walking off, basically. He knows this person probably isn't getting away because there's not exactly an exit from the top of the building. So, and well, maybe it's just a shy kindred, you know. Maybe it's a shy Cainite, you know. He's had his fair share of those. Volotej seems a bit jumpy, you know. Everyone seems a bit on edge lately. Maybe they just need a bit of coaxing from, well, maybe like the third most threatening man in the city, considering the power he wields. Isn't such a good idea in hindsight, but that's not Auric's viewpoint right now.
As you kind of go up, you don't really see anything quite yet. There doesn't appear to be any servants around there.
Did they just dart into a room?
There is potentially a room that somebody could have gone into, and there is a. This leads to the balcony that's obviously at the front of the at the front of the Elysium.
Yeah, he'll keep on because it's just a bit strange and well, considering the case of scenario and criminals and the Red Man. Better be safe than sorry. He's a bit curious as to why no one else spotted this. But if he's on the front,
What are you going to, the room or the balcony?
I'm going to check the balcony out first,
Okay.
just because that's where it was.
You yeah, look out onto the balcony, open the door. Can you make a perception awareness roll for me, please? Actually, no, perception investigation, as you're looking for something.
Oh, great! I have 2 dice and it's a +2 difficulty. That's terrible. Wow.
Wow. You see, curled up in the corner, it looks like it's been hidden behind a kind of decorative plant pot, but not obviously quite well enough. You see what looks like a rope and grapple.
Okay, he's gonna run out to that's not just off a balcony, is it? That's out of a window?
No, that's basically off the balcony. Like it's basically hanging down. It's attached to like the edge of the balcony, and the rope is going down over the side of the building. Quite hard to see this dark at night, but you did.
Right, yeah, he'll look out. Is there anyone still there?
There's nobody climbing up the rope at all or anything.
No, no one climbing up or down.
Nope.
He'll quickly retrieve this grappling, this rope and grapple, and the rest of the group, as Jamalia leaves, is she gone at this point?
Marley's gone, yeah.
Yeah, just curious, but yeah, the whole group sees Auric yell from this balcony, the front balcony, towards his 2 ghouls to run a shakedown of the building, basically.
Madeline gets up, looks quite. She looks alarmed for a little while. She packs up her stuff and just looks up to the Baron.
Volotej, he immediately, not having his cudgel with him, picks his loot up and like shoves it over his shoulder, and then stands up and also looks up to see what's wrong with the Baron, what the hell's going on.
Stay where you are, and yeah. We'll have those 2 ghouls check the rooms and
As you begin shouting this out, the door of the room that you walk past bursts open, and 2 figures run out. One runs straight towards you and appears to be holding a sword, and the other sprints for the balcony where you just left.
okay. Well, there's not a grappling hook there anymore because Ulrich's been.
Nope.
Oh, so he's screwed. Also, oh god, I'm gonna have to roll for. Is this initiative?
Please.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll for my ghouls as well because they're running up the stairs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Are we not doing anything? We're just.
He's told you to stay where you are.
You can still roll for initiative if you want.
Yep. Oh, right then. Bang. 5 plus 5. And Auric's actually wearing his knight's armor. Does his minus dex from his armor decrease his initiative as well?
Yep, by 2.
by 2.
Oh wait, no, it's
It's 3 because he's wearing
it's
knight's
3,
armor.
so it's by 3. Yeah.
So that's the trade-off. He is very difficult to injure in this armor, but yeah. So he loses 3, which means his initiative's at 7, and I will roll for my my goal now. Just going to roll for both of them. Just going to say they're in composite, so they get -2 to this, and I believe. Okay, so one gets -2. One gets 9. No,
I've got
actually,
a-
no. The other one, no. One gets 10. The other gets 8. Sorry.
Wait, never mind. Do you want us to roll initiative too, or we just?
You can absolutely roll for initiative. Your Baron Soldier stays still, but you absolutely don't have to.
Okay, I don't. Yeah, I'm rolling 7. What is my? And I'm not wearing armor, so.
just put it in, either put it in the chat or just change the counter on your.
Oh, okay. Let me just. I'm just checking this here. 7. It's plus wits and dex, right?
Yeah.
7, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I got a 12. I'll put that on my counter. Nice.
Sorry, is at 8. And yeah. And one of my goals is 10. The other has 8. But I can't list that right now. I think there's actually a thing in. No, it's in Roll20, not in this.
Okay. Your ghouls are running up the stairs. My attacker is going first. He is going to multiple action. He is going to take his first action to throw something at you, Ulrich.
Madeline is also proceeding up the stairs. But
Okay. Okay, so Dex Athletics. 1 success. Ulrich may dodge if he would like. It appears to be a you're not quite sure. A small brown object.
All right. That would be his action, though, right?
That's his action.
Yeah, no, Auric won't dodge.
Okay. And basically an item flies over to you. He throws it. It's not the best throw ever. And it cracks open on your metal armor. Immediately as you do this, a very strong smell of kind of aniseed basically immediately kind of permeates out from it. It smells very strongly. And that's it.
aniseed is what?
Kind of like a licorice flavor. It's a plant.
Okay,
I'm not sure what it is in Danish, one sec.
that's totally fine.
Well, needless to say, Auric doesn't have to breathe, so he doesn't. But it does get a reaction out of him where he kind of, his head shunts away and just, because if he's trying to ignore the, for whatever this is, this gas?
No, it's like a liquid.
Liquid.
It really stinks. Cool, and I believe it's Madeline's go then. Madeline, you can see up onto the balcony.
Wait, but
Sorry. Voltage, my apologies.
yeah, I got 12.
Yeah, go for it.
Basically, at this point, I am trying to get upstairs to try and basically grab this guy who just threw this shit at the Baron.
That's
If you're just running up by the stairs, it's going to take 3 turns.
yeah, it's
Gonna
going to take
take-
a while.
How high? We can like see this from where we are, right?
So the way I kind of imagine this is, it's a large kind of open area with some stairs at the back. This is from the picture that Chris had, and basically there's kind of a kind of inner balcony around the edge of the room, and we're on essentially stage right, and they both basically head to the kind of balcony at the front. So Chris is basically up a level from you.
Oh, okay. And we can see him from here.
Yeah.
So it would
Yes.
take me 3 turns to run up. Would it be possible to scale the side of the wall?
It depends on your Dex Athletics rolls. I mean, it's a shorter route, but it kind of depends how
How my
well you
rolls
do.
go.
If it's
It'd be
faster.
pretty difficult because the what do they call it? Where the balcony kind of acts as it's even if you climb up, like you're then hitting the floor of the balcony.
Yeah, so
You'd have to like climb up one of the columns, and that would be extremely difficult because that's like smooth rock.
yeah, I think you would think that you can basically sprint up the stairs far faster than you could.
All right,
Climb
I'm
up.
basically Voltage has he has set his loot down. He's just barreling up the stairs like. He's going in there swinging.
Madeline
And,
will do the same. She will begin to climb the stairs.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Then it is Baron Ulrich's turn.
Oracle spend 2 blood into Dex and just cut this guy up.
So I think drawing a sword is an action.
Yes, I think so. Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, you can multiple action to draw your sword and then hit him.
Yeah. What would that do?
It would basically mean drawing a sword doesn't have a roll required, so you basically get to attack him but with less dice. And it would
Okay.
be in a basically end of turn celerity style.
Okay.
In fact, he's
yeah.
going to attack. He will attack you first because he did multiple action as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so yeah, he is then going to, after throwing this stuff at you, he's going to basically hack you in a normal way.
Oh!
Wow.
Three successes. Wow.
Wow.
His specialty's not really good.
That is an insane
doing-
level.
That was amazing. Doing 2 damage, 2 lethal, and you can soak with armor and full everything.
Yeah, it bounces off. The armor's incredibly well made and just doesn't harm him.
Clinks off your armor,
No, a dent in my perfect golden armor.
and it's your go.
Yep, he will attack. He has 5 dice because he spent 2 in Dex. What do I get?
The difficulty is +2 as well.
Okay, so is it just the 5 dice plus?
So
Or
it
do I
will be.
minus?
Sorry, so it's -2 dice pool, +2 difficulty because it's your second of a multiple action.
Is this guy using a sword, by the way?
Nope.
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
ooh.
Oryx ghouls will spend a turn walking up the stairs, obviously. Running, sorry.
Okay, top of the initiative. Roll for me, please, gentlemen.
Okay.
Roll them dice.
Exactly the same as before, and
Same here.
let's see, gets 2 more, so. Get 7 minus 2.
Wait,
If
we're
they're just
rolling
running up
it.
the stairs,
Wait,
it doesn't really matter.
we're rolling initiative
Yeah,
again.
they're still
Yeah.
running up the stairs, so this is their second turn running up the stairs, so on their third turn they'll be there.
Yeah, they'll get there next turn. So, yeah, in Dark Ages you re-roll initiative every turn. Takes slightly longer, but I think it's much better. It means that you can makes combat slightly more unpredictable. Okay, so my guy's going first. Chris, he is going to clobber you again.
You can go ahead. God
He
damn it.
has 3 successes. You can make a dodge if you like.
No, I won't.
I'm not declaring in reverse order just because.
Spending a blood and stamina and dexter, so I'm at 6 blood. Still not hunger though. And yeah, he'll strike at Ulrich for
Yeah, for one damage.
7, 10, and 2 1s.
So 1 damage.
1 damage. Nope. 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 Ping.
I really
Yeah,
just
he
want to
doesn't-
run up these stairs and clock this guy.
Yeah, where's the other guy at this point? Is the other guy still running? Was he running towards the window?
He's run out of the balcony this turn. This turn he will run out basically onto the balcony.
Okay, then that changes Ulrich's action. Or does
Okay,
it?
cool.
Trying to think. Because this guy's a blatant distraction, so he's gonna try and take out the guy who's running his legs. He's basically
Yeah. How? Throwing the sword or?
oh damn it, yeah.
Throw the sword!
No, I'm not gonna throw the sword. Don't be silly.
Be awesome! Skewer him through the eyes.
It would be fucking awesome.
It'd be awesome, but I do not have incredible dice for that, and Ulrich is not confident in his ability to hit this guy in the legs.
I mean, this fight's going okay for you so far, but it may not if you throw your sword away.
Yeah, I'm just no. You know what? It doesn't change Ulrich's action. He's just gonna
punch this guy with a mailed fist that he's probably gonna have.
There we go. I slam my sword into this guy. It's a difficulty minus. But yeah, swords have accuracy of 1, so it's 2 successes. That's very ignoring.
No.
What?
What do you mean?
I thought swords has accuracy of 1, which gives a minus because.
Nope.
Okay.
It's still 1 success.
Success.
Swords give you the parry bonus.
Okay. I'm trying to think because if you use if you use a long sword with 2 hands instead of 1, because they don't want everyone to just be using shields, it's +3 instead of +2 lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a bastard sword, hand and a half.
Yeah. So 3 +2 plus another 3 +1, which is 9 lethal. 9 lethal dice. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
2 lethal. Wow, that wasn't great.
Okay. One of it appears to be soaked by his leather armor. You do nick him, however.
Shing. Like grazes, kind of cuts at his neck pretty badly, but it's not causing major bleeding.
It's fine.
You just poked him in the face, basically.
Basically, yeah, it's kind of like
It's
almost like a fencing poke.
It's almost like that thing that Mr. Miyagi did back in the Karate Kid. Hawk, hawk. Whose turn is it now?
Okay.
Assassino, get him!
It's the rest of you are running up the stairs, right?
Yes, we're just running up a flight of stairs.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's top of initiative then.
Initiative. Come on, 10.
Oh yay! I get a lot of dice this time. I get 12 initiative, and my 2 ghouls. One of them actually gets really high. He gets like +7 -3. So he's at the same initiative I am actually, and this will be both their 3rd turn running up the stairs.
Everybody's before him.
Okay.
I think Madeline is first though.
Is she?
Either Madeline or one of your ghouls.
Yeah, my ghoul
13.
has. Let's see. He gets +7.
13.
So he gets +7 for that 8, which is 15,
you're
minus
first.
2, which is 13. So they're the same.
Who has the higher base dex?
He has.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Michael has 4 decks.
Okay. Your ghoul basically barrels up the stairs faster than anybody else, and runs and basically bursts out and charges this guy.
Yeah.
And can you roll, Chris?
Yeah, I'm just checking his actual full stats because they're on different pages.
He's going to go full defense at this point.
Yeah, four, no, 4 minus 2, okay. So yeah, just 6 dice. Ouch, only 1 success.
Okay. I have 4 successes. He parries your ghoul. Bing.
He's going full defense, right? So he loses dice for each person attacking him.
Basically, each attack he will. It basically means the first action doesn't really count as a multiple action, but aside from that, it keeps going, and that's his action. He can't. He's not attacking you.
Okay. Then we go to Sister Madeleine.
She's still running, and we'll need 1 turn more to get up, right?
No, you can get up there now if you want.
Well,
I'm going to say that 3 people can fight this guy at once.
Well, she will take her knife and try to stab him.
Okie dokie. Yeah, roll. He is actually going to be taking difficulty penalties for facing multiple opponents as well.
Yeah, and my other ghoul will get there soon. Actually, my other ghoul will just barrel past.
How many turns could I have spent blood? 2?
Nope. You could have spent them 3. If you want.
I'll do in 2.
Okay.
So it's Dex melee.
Ooh.
That's
Nice.
3, right, with a dagger.
Mm-hmm. So he is at +4 difficulty because there are lots of you, and at 5 dice.
My other ghoul will not attack him. My other ghoul's going to barrel past and attempt to tackle the other guy.
Okay, he fails to block your attack, Madeline. And in fact, he blocks, so I'm going to give you 1 extra damage. He botched, so I'm going to give you 1 extra damage dice.
Okay, so that's 3 plus 1 plus strength, right?
So it's 2 because you only use net successes. So +1 for the dagger, 1 for the successes, the botch, and strength and potence.
And then 1 there, and then 3, 4. So that's 7 in total, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
God damn it. Yeah.
No
damage!
No pea shooter doesn't even hurt him.
Yeah.
You pick your teeth.
Luckily, it was just a failure, but...
Okay. That'll be my turn. So I'm just checking what the initiative from my other ghoul has because it's 6 plus minus 2, so he's at 9. Okay. So I still go before him.
Wait, whose turn is it?
Oryx.
Our illustrious barons.
I thought I already took a turn, or am I going crazy again?
Yeah, that's 5 successes.
Yeah, you're going.
I do not have a specialty.
Nice, go for it. Oh wait, no, his parry roll. So this is still difficulty 10. Fail.
Okay. So that's 5 plus 5 plus 3.
Don't kill him!
He it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lethal.
He soaks none. You plunge your sword into him, killing him. He is not dead immediately. He will have maybe a minute or so before he bleeds to death from his traumatic wounds. Can you take a humanity check for me, Chris, please?
Never. You can't make the Baron lose humanity. He is the king. He decides whether he loses humanity.
What level of humanity?
Self-defense!
Oh wait, no, it's increased difficulty, I think.
I think you still made it. Let me just check.
I think he did. There was an 8 in there.
Impassioned violation is level 4. So what level are you?
I'm 7.
Oh no, that's a failure.
But that,
Well, boy, you lose a humanity.
No.
how did he lose the humanity? I thought this was self-defense.
So. Impassion. So. The beast kills
yeah,
somebody.
unless self-defense like it accounts for a different kind of lower like higher up violation higher up on the scale, then
So
it
this
would be the same. I think.
This isn't casual violation. This isn't planned violation. This is impassioned violation.
Oh,
This
okay.
is in the heat of combat.
All right, fine.
Because it's certainly not accidental.
To be fair, Auric has killed soldiers in combat before.
Yeah, sure.
And hasn't had to roll for it. I'm just, but yeah, this time, yeah, he kind of feels it.
Violence is violence.
Well, he just killed that man. Volotech is a bit frightened by this, but he is concerned that there might be more of these people in here with weapons. So, may I I would like to declare action. I am just going to basically be trying to scour this area for any more of these people. Like, how is this guy dressed? Also, by the way.
Dark brown, like a thief, put it like that.
Like a thief. So and there are other rooms up here, right?
There are. I think we have. You can certainly do that, but I think we have Ulrich's other ghoul first.
Oh.
Who is going to be charging out onto the balcony, isn't he?
Yeah, he will roll. He only gets. He's going to tackle the guy trying to get out.
He's the guy. They're the guys already out on the balcony. He's just going to have to run out onto the balcony before he can decide what to do.
Okay, he'll try and pull him off.
It's a ghoul. He can just push him.
No, he's gonna pull him back. It's my ghoul.
The point I'm making is the guy he's chasing is like 3 turns ahead of him.
3 turns?
Yeah, he's been running out there for the same time your ghoul's been running up here.
That's true. So he's already gone.
No, okay. I'm not saying he's already gone. I'm saying you don't know what's happening out on the balcony. So your ghoul's just gonna have to run out onto the balcony. And
yeah, his ghoul will run out onto the balcony. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
Volotech,
can you make me a perception investigation roll if you would like to begin looking around for other ambushes?
Yes, perception investigation. I think I have a 1 in investigation, actually. I hope. Perception.
Don't. It's difficulty 8. If you do, it's difficulty 6.
I got a 10.
Nice.
Roll those investigation checks.
Yeah, you begin looking around, and it doesn't. You basically, you blink your head into one room further back from Ulrich, not the one the feast came out of, and you look around. You begin looking around it, and you can't find anything.
Well, did I by any chance hear that other person running around? Because I didn't notice that there was a second person to begin with running out of here. But would I have heard that on this roll?
You would have heard it because the Baron Ulrich has shouted for his ghoul to go chase someone.
Oh, okay. I am gonna start running down that way now.
Okay, well you can do it on your next turn.
I'm just barreling down that hallway like.
Chris,
please.
can you roll me for your ghoul?
Dex athletics, right?
It's gonna be Dex Athletics, please. Yeah.
Right.
Actually, no, Dex Brawl. Basically, when he runs out there, he is going to see this guy basically trying to climb down.
Okay.
And so he's going to try to grab him. So actually Dex Brawl, if that's alright.
Dex Brawl, so 3. What's this Brawl?
Well, actually, it's up to you if you wanted to kill him or if you wanted to grab him. I think you said to grab him, right?
He doesn't actually have Brawl, but talents aren't affected by.
No, they're not. There's no penalty.
So he gets -2. He's actually going to spend, because they'd have an average of how many blood points in their system at any given time?
I'll say 2.
Yep, that seems fair. He'll spend a blood because he realizes his armor's really weighing him down, and but it doesn't help him that much.
What's he spending the blood on?
Dex. Potence. Well, I mean,
Wait.
That's not going to help him.
Ghouls don't have the quickening.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, you're right. He doesn't have the quickening. Yeah, his blood doesn't help him then. All right, I guess I'm rolling 1 dice. He succeeds, kind of.
Yeah. That's a success. The other guy's not dodging. He's trying to climb down. Your guy basically grabs hold of him, and you hear some yells. And
Gotcha. Now you
yeah,
know, but
he will hold him for now until the ape creature gets there.
Yes, the ape creature.
What do the rest of you want to do? The guy you stabbed, Chris, is fucked up. Like, you haven't decapitated him or stabbed his heart, so he's going to die within minutes, though. By the way, everyone can smell Chris stinks of like really pungent aniseed. Like, it's actually like even for the ghouls it might be like a slightly off-putting. Obviously,
Even to me, it's off-putting.
Yeah, well, Ulrich's more militant ghoul that joined him in this combat is very stoic, so he's trying to hide it. He's like he's a little soldier kind of type. So
I mean, it's a strong smell. It's not.
Yeah, but if it were the other ghoul, he'd definitely be like, ugh.
I was afraid they were trying to burn him for a second.
This ghoul is actually deliberately trying to hold it in, almost like no, I am in the presence of my better. I cannot act like this in front of him. So he obviously doesn't he's blinking a lot, and he's like breathing awkwardly, like he's trying to breathe away from Ulrich, but he's other than that, there aren't too many tells. Like his face itself appears fairly straight, and
cool.
Yes.
What do the rest of us want to do then?
Madeline will have a look at the guy on the floor.
He is dressed dark brown kind of leather clothing. Has a kind of dressed kind of what you'd imagine like a D&D thief dressed like. But in brown.
Lots of pockets.
Lots of pockets, yeah.
She will have a look at his face and begin to rumple through his belongings.
He looks like he's probably he's Middle Eastern, so either an Arabic or an Armenian. He doesn't actually look Arabic per se. He's probably from the local area. He looks so.
Tell me, he doesn't have a purple armband on, right?
He doesn't have a purple armband, no.
I swear to God, I'd be like, okay, someone's getting killed tonight. Is he unconscious, presumably?
He's bleeding out. He's not immediately unconscious. He's been stabbed with a sword through his chest. He's fucked up.
No, Ulrich.
He is circling the drain.
He actually does begin to mutter basically prayers in Arabic, kind of Islamic prayers. Something about warding off evil.
Thank you, Orsini.
No, Ulrich's gonna try and use this as an opportunity to dominate him.
Yeah, go for it. I don't think his willpower's up to much.
No, and he's kind of crippled, so...
I have some dice penalties,
yeah. Ulrich will kind of grab him rather angrily, still, impassioned violation. He's still furious. Someone broke into his Elysium and tried to assassinate him. So he almost grabs him.
You startled them. You startled them. It's your fault.
Yeah, you bad bastard.
He kind of grabs him, but doesn't try to... Ironically, doesn't pull him up. Or it's almost like he lets him lay on the ground, but it's still fairly a violent grab and kind of in this kind of dark, growling voice says, "Who dare send you? Who? Why?"
Unless you're using supernatural motivation, he won't say anything. Oh, you
yeah,
are.
he is.
Okay,
He
so
is. I don't know what his willpower is.
like 3, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He spills his life
Yeah.
secrets to me. Well, and to you as well, but you already know them.
He says, Yusef and Ishmael.
Arik also asked why. Should I just make a separate roll for that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, less so than before.
Because you are fiends. And we wanted to know if this was your nest.
Great.
Where are they? Wow, that was a terrible roll.
That was a fucking shoddy roll, dude.
But you get dice penalties, right? So I get like, hey, right?
You know.
I think I just auto-succeed, I think, at this point. Unless I just roll, like, 5 ones or something.
He will basically say, with the Archbishop, and then he will give you a location in the Arab slums.
Arik will stop just with this grapple, just again, in a rather sudden, jarring motion, just put him down.
After the exertion of this, he will begin to pass out of consciousness.
Just rest.
Am I still barreling down the hallway?
Yes, sorry. At this point, you will go out onto the balcony.
Do I see the ghoul trying to wrestle this guy up?
Yeah, Chris, can you make me a strength roll for this chap, please?
Yep, I do get a potence bonus to this.
If you get all ones.
I have one success.
I think it's just actually. Check. Yep. Okay. 2.
Your guy has kept hold of this guy and prevented him from jumping down. And Volatage, that's what you go out onto the balcony to see. Basically, some guy holding on to somebody who appears to be trying to jump off the balcony.
I am going to
Wait. Noble gets a free action because talking is a free action, and he sees you, obviously. Because, you know, Volatage is a Nosferatu.
I get what now?
No, the Noble is kind of.
His ghoul.
Yeah. The ghoul who appears.
Your ghoul does not have a psychic communication link with you that allows you to control him.
No. I'm just playing him out. If you want to play him out, that's fine. If you don't want me to do this. He was basically going to yell at the Nosferatu to stay back because his existence is a breach of the silence.
I'm not sure your ghoul would know that much or be particularly a fan of back-talking another member.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I won't do that then. That's definitely fair. That's more than true. Yeah. So okay. You see. Yeah, he definitely thinks that because he's like, oh my god, what's my lord going to think of me? You know, he's a bit confused because it's like on one hand.
Anyways, I am trying to get up to this. I'm basically running up to help drag this this man back inside. I do not want to attack him. I want to help, grab him and drag him in.
He's make a strength brawl roll for me, please.
A strength brawl roll?
Yep, including your potence.
I don't have any.
Kind of
And-
Nosferatu,
I took animalism.
I'm teasing.
I want to get Wolf's Lament at some point. That's a cool power. Sorry. Strength, strength brawl. Oh God, I have actually a decent dice pool for this. Difficulty?
6?
Oh.
Between you and the noble, the Baron's ghoul, you grab this guy and drag him back over the balcony and begin dragging him inside. He does begin to scream.
He does begin to scream.
Yeah.
Can I try and cover his mouth?
You can try cover his mouth.
I shove my hand in his mouth.
I will allow you to make a common sense appreciation. You possess Obfuscate level 1, which would shut him up quite nicely.
Wait. Obfuscate level 1 would make him be quiet.
Obfuscate level 1 is a aura of silence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna use that.
What? Obfuscate?
Obfuscate level 1 in Dark Ages is Quietus level 1 from V20.
Ah, sorry.
Huh.
Basically, yeah, and level 2 is basically the silence one. Is the pretend.
And I have up to level 3 anyways. So yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I basically I close my eyes for a quick second and allow deep soothing thoughts to roll over me. And as this happens, this aura of complete and utter mute silence just surrounds us as we drag this man back inside. Do I have to spend blood for this or anything? Activation rolls?
Nope, there's no blood or activation.
Alright.
Yeah, he's brought inside. Sister Madeline, Chris is currently interrogating the other guy. You see this chap being brought in. What would you like to do?
Rope.
She will just, she'll just look at the guy they're bringing in and just bring him here, please.
I nod my head. I bring him over immediately, and I say, "Do we have a rope to tie him with?"
Madeline will go a bit over and she'll open a door. There will be, there will be rope somewhere, right, Robbie?
There will certainly be rope somewhere. Some of the retainers for the area basically probably turned up at this point and are, helping. So yeah, you can get rope in a matter of minutes.
She takes some of the rope and brings a chair and just points to the chair and just.
I set the man down on there and tie.
Yeah, he seems pretty well. Pretty well tied.
He submits to this, or
I mean, no, but there's a load of you, so I'm not sure he's going to be able to resist like 3 or 4 people pinning him
that and the horrific monster standing next to him is probably terrifying him right now.
Yeah.
I basically just tie him as tightly as I can to the chair.
Cool.
And oh yeah, we have to wait for Chris.
The Baron is occupied with something else for the meanwhile. You two can do what you like with him.
Madeline will just hold his head, and she's fairly strong at this point, so she'll just hold his head and she'll just tell me. So
He looks terrified, like he's pissed himself.
Oh,
Listen, you.
while she's doing this, can I check him? Can I pat him down to see if he has a concealed dagger or a weapon on him?
Sure, he has a fairly obvious sword, and in one of his boots he has a knife.
I am going to grab those off of him immediately and move them away.
Cool.
I'm basically I just shove. I basically tie off the sword to my side, and I put the knife down. I'd probably like, put that on my belt as well because it's the closest thing to me at this point.
Sure. Take the knife away. Yeah, he is obviously quite terrified of Voltage, and yeah, he is pissed himself and is shaking while Madeline talks to him.
Take your attention to me, please. Who sent you? Why are you here?
He swallows and begins saying a prayer in Arabic, saying a similar one to the one that the guy was saying upstairs, something about warding off evil and protecting his soul.
Could I try and make a an intelligence theology roll to recognize this?
No, because I don't think you know much about Islam.
All right.
Actually, okay, no, okay, go for it. Yeah. I
All
think
right.
actually we require specialties in theology that I've not been doing actually. But yeah, you can make a roll. That's fine.
All right. Yeah. All right. We can see if I recognize. I'm probably not going to, but why not? Yeah.
At this point, she will look over at the Baron.
I can't load Hangout Toolbox.
But he can still speak.
So Chris, they basically got the other guy who ran away and tied him to a chair and are interrogating him.
Right.
Madeline has said a couple of things, but she looks at the Baron and just... Did you get anything out of the other one?
What were the two names? Ishmael and...
Yusef.
Ishmael and Yusuf. They reside with the Archbishop in the slums.
So, just a quick thing, Robbie. I didn't recognize it, right?
No, you didn't recognize it, no. Sorry.
I just... is the man still doing this prayer, though?
Yeah, like under his breath. Yeah, he does look angry when Chris says those names, though.
When I see that anger on his face, I sort of I begin to approach him, and this towering as this towering creature I am, I just sort of like look down at him from very low, and I basically just try and make my presence known so he should not be doing that right now. Put some fear in him, basically. Should that be like an intimidate roll?
I don't think you need to roll anything for putting fear in him. I think
he's pretty fucking terrified.
I don't think you need to do that.
I'm just trying to get a message across. Like, don't you dare. I don't think he's in that mindset that he can really register it, to be honest. But he's she will just look at Voltage and just... It is quite alright. She looks to this guy again and just says, "Tell me, why do you follow such men? And why would they want to harm us?"
He is doing his best to ignore you and continuing his prayer.
She grabs his throat and begins to squeeze. Just looks, stares into his eyes, and she just... Answer my questions. Do you want me to make a roll for dominate?
Manipulate. Oh, if you want to dominate him, then yeah, absolutely.
What is that? That is manipulation leadership, right?
I'm not sure about level 2, I think, though. So,
Level 2 is manipulation leadership. I would know, I play far too many Venturi.
yep.
I think that worked. 2 successes.
These weak-willed peasants are no match for the supernatural might of
Clan
Sombra.
Sombra. She'll just.
So he will answer the first question you answered first. We were sent by Yusuf. Ishmael wanted to know who lived here. We know your eyes of the false brothers.
Fair enough. Do you wish to die tonight? Or do you wish to live? Do you wish to die right on this night of all nights? Or do you wish to learn of other things? Do you wish to become stronger? Or
He
not?
will spit in and say, I would rather die than become a fiend. A devil worshipper like you.
Voltage
devil.
scoffs at the mention of the devil.
She just looks very weirdly at him. Just devil worshipper. Well, if only you had acquired more knowledge for yourself, you would not be in this situation. She just says, she smiles to him. He just shrugs and just shakes her head. He looks over to the Baron.
Just whispers to Madeline. He is a preacher for silence, and you know what we must do to those.
I look at this man and I say, devil worshippers, this is truly what you think we are.
I know not what you are, but you look like to me. You are
Oh.
monsters. You are those who hunted our brothers in the noble quarter. You are those who give the false brothers strength to fight against us.
They give no...
Ishmael has shown us the way.
I have done no such thing. You accuse us all. You don't know who we are.
False words, serpent.
I'm gonna have to roll manipulation subterfuge because the mere mention of it. You hunted these individuals on the noble quarter. These
Chris's fault. All Chris's fault.
Screw you, Patricia.
I just look at
You don't see shit from Madeline. She's like a boss when it comes to being like.
Holy
I don't know
shit,
anything.
Madeline's like a fucking marble statue at this point.
Yeah.
To be fair, no, my dice aren't showing up. I got 4 successes, but I don't have any specialties.
Wait, what are we rolling here? What?
I'm just
It's only the La Sombras here that needs to roll that.
Yeah, I rolled, but my
the
dice
Sombras
aren't showing up.
That's cool. I'll roll for you from now on, but I believe you. Because I'm
That's fine.
Skyline.
But I just look at him and I say, oh, you barge in here, swords blaring, throwing. Voltage is just like sniffing at the air at that horrid scent. You throw dung on us. What
Or
is
just cringes at Voltage.
It smells like dung. Come on.
Do not lecture me, monster.
Monster.
My heart is pure. You are servants of Shaitan. Ishmael has shown us this. When you kill me, I will die a martyr's death.
You will go.
And have my reward in heaven.
Tell me. If you do die tonight, when you stand before God, what will you say to him? that I died fighting things that I do not understand in your name and your glory. What will he think? What will your God think if he were to demean you? What if you were wrong?
Honey your words, all you want, monster. I care not for them.
Ulrich, it kind of gives you a bit of a weird look because it's what was going through his mind is that perhaps this word would be more convincing for someone who doesn't literally look like a monster. But then again, these guys are clearly fanatics, so he kind of shoves it to one side. His perhaps prejudices of poor Volotej will not be voiced today.
Madeline just looks at Ulrich. Yes. If you would give me, she just looks at you and just she goes over behind this guy and she seems to lower herself down. It looks as though she's planning on feeding from this guy.
Yeah, you find a very confused hand on your shoulder.
He will shrug away from you and begin this prayer again and like try and violently wriggle free, but to no avail.
Yeah, Ulrich will just kind of pull the seneschal to one side for a moment. It's not kind or polite. It's very forceful.
She will look up at him.
And this is away from the rest of the group. If you wish to play games with him, take him where you take everyone else. But make sure this is dealt with. I trust you.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that I was not too hungry, really. But
I don't understand what we are. Let's try and make sure it's kept that way. Let's try and not create more
I do not
voice here.
believe that this man is going to survive. So his mind is made up. He does not want anything that we can give him.
Exactly. Then take him to where you take everyone else. Not here, not tonight.
If I cannot teach him, if his mind is made up, I cannot teach him, then there is no reason for me to take him.
Alright, looks a bit annoyed at this.
I can take him, but well,
Make it somewhere quiet. But not now.
she just shakes her head a bit. And she just looks at him. So I am not to take him. What do we do with him?
Oric did tell you to take him somewhere quiet, so...
Oh well. She just nods and looks over at him, and she will just grab the chair and begin to drag it into like one of the back rooms.
As she does that, Volotej, can he smell the blood from upstairs? I'm just wondering.
Yeah. How do you mean?
The blood that was spilled from when the Baron cut into that other
definitely.
man.
Yeah, definitely.
I am going to walk up there, and I am going to just rifle through the corpse to see if I can find anything of import that might that might be, of interest to us. Can I make like a perception investigate roll?
There's not really any need if you're just looking through one body. Yeah, you find on him another knife concealed in his shoe. You find another in one of his like side pouches. You kind of open it and it's a bit wet. It's basically wet inside, and you find what looks like another smashed, as he's clearly fallen on it. Like kind of clay pot that contained this kind of strong-smelling aniseed licorice kind of flavor.
I taste some of it. Is there anything odd about it?
It just tastes very, very strongly of aniseed. I don't know if you've ever eaten aniseed.
I might have once, so I think I know what you're talking about. Was this clay pot smashed, you said?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I could put this in? Take it with me? Like a cup or a mug of some kind.
You could go get one, yeah.
I'm not gonna actually.
Yeah, they're around. Yeah. It's just, there have been servants here and stuff, and they have.
Yeah, I'll go
They
grab
have
a mug,
mugs.
and I'm gonna start putting the remains of that into the mug, and from there, so did he have his sword on him, or was that taken away?
Servants were probably in the process of kind of cleaning up the situation, but when one of their lord's friends turns up, they'll step aside.
All right. Well, I'm just wondering what kind of swords these were.
They look like kind of short swords.
All right. Well, I'm
Nothing
keeping.
special.
I am taking that other knife that I found on that concealed dagger I found on that guy and pocketing it, so I will have two. And I just look on at this horrid sight that's happened tonight. I'm just happy in my mind that, I'm happy that I was not the one who was attacked. I'm just happy I'm not the one who had to kill these men. And as I walked downstairs, I looked at the Baron and I said, I looked at him and I say, it is very sad that tonight this had to happen here.
Just one thing. Meanwhile, Madeline in the room will just, from behind him, she'll just take 2 blood points, and once she's done that, just lick the wounds. He won't be real sure what's happened because it doesn't feel like it would be to be bitten, really. She will just she'll begin to drag him outside again.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just ask him, well, last chance. You sure you do not want... Do you want to die tonight?
If I die in the name of jihad, I die a martyr, not an abomination. Like you and your friends.
You do not know how wrong you are, but... Oh well. I will honor your wish. She'll take him outside, and she'll take him downstairs, and... Well, no, she won't take him downstairs. She will get her ghoul to carry him.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll just see the Baron again, and she'll just say, well, he's indeed made up his mind. I will just handle it downstairs.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
The arena downstairs, Madeline will go down, and her ghoul will. She won't command his ghoul to kill her, but Elaine, being quite heavy and quite strong man, she will just say, This man endangered my life. This man tried to kill me tonight.
I know what I must do, mistress. And he'll pull out a short sword that he carries around with him.
And Madeline will go upstairs again.
Okay. I'm rolling a. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
At this point, Voltage is collecting his things, and as he sees Madeline ascend, I look to her and I say, "It truly is sad that tonight something like this had to happen. I will be taking my leave now, though. I know you have much to do."
Volatish, I'm glad you are so eager to help, but a truly sad thing would have been that they had been successful, no? That they came in here and showed their hand is not the saddest thing that could happen. We have learned quite a bit now and have the ability to solve a problem, and none of us have met final death. I would say that is quite a good thing.
What saddens me is that two men tonight, who could have been shown reason, have chose their own deaths. As he says this, he just solemnly walks out the door.
Do you truly believe that, Volatish? That these fanatics could be shown reason? They would kill you, burn you, and hunt you.
Every man, every kindred has a chance at redemption. And he simply walks out the door, obfuscated into the night.
Madeline just, as he walks, she just shakes her head. Well, Volatish, one day I might teach you that such a mindset is quite dangerous to yourself. Oh well.
Well, it's unfortunate. Two men passed tonight. I'm not going to pretend that they did not deserve it. But alas, maybe we can give them some peace now.
Well, what do we do about these people who have sent these? This needs to be stopped quite soon. Arrest them for...
I'll reach out to the military and make sure that this place is guarded more thoroughly from...
Would it not make more sense? Would it not make more sense to have the Arab slums searched for these people, have them all arrested or killed?
Naturally, of course, that's the other course of action I was just about to take. They're walking, talking breaches, they need to be stopped.
Indeed.
So we shall do so.
Very well, my baron. She
I
just
shall
nods.
inform the sheriff and his new hounds.
They must be taught what it means to affect those who are, well, at another station of existence than them. We must educate them in this way. She just nods, and actually she begins to head out, unless you say anything else to her.
He kind of mutters to himself, it's not really about education. Should he focus a little more on getting the job done, rather than having our heads in the clouds? Kind of gets a bit of a chuckle out of him, a silent one, and he'll just walk out and make sure that this place is all cleaned up and that the bodies are taken away. He'll try and ensure that they're given proper burials if possible. But that can't be guaranteed, because then there'll be questions that need to be answered. That's Auric's final input, as he'll walk out and try and buff out that annoying little imperfection in his armor.
And as people leave, I believe this is where we will end our scene. Sorry for interrupting, Larry.
No, that's all I was going to say as well. Thank you.